Good afternoon, teachers. My name is Jagat, and I welcome you all on the behalf of Shri Aurobindo Society. So, this is the series where I share with you some of the great innovative ideas given by the teachers of different states. So, this week we are sharing ideas of Goa. So, the ideas which are given by the teachers of Goa, we are sharing with you. So, today is the last case study which I am sharing with you the innovative ideas. So, from tomorrow, we are going to start another book of another state. So as always, I share with you some of the information in the starting if you are new to this video and if you are watching this live for the first time. So there are some questions which teachers have that sir, you share innovative ideas of different teachers. So how we can share our innovative idea with you? So there are four different ways to share your innovative idea. And as this is a digital age, so you can share your idea digitally also. So our website is www.ziei.com. So this is our website. Once you go to the website, you will find one pop-up. So on that pop-up, you will find one option, submit your idea. So there you can submit your innovative idea with your mobile number and your name. So once we find your idea, once our idea review team reads that, we call you back and get some more information about your idea. And if there are some change, if there is any problem, or if you want to know more information about your idea, then we give you a call or a text message. So if you want to know more about our program and what kind of ideas, what are the parameters to share your innovative idea, so you can ask me at the end of the session in the comment box, or if you're watching me on the Zoom right now, you can ask me a question directly. I would love to answer your all the questions. So now let's talk about our today's case study, that is nation building. So as we know, the teacher is called as a nation builder. So teacher is the only person in the world who creates all the other professions in the one class only. So there is a teacher, he is going to make one scientist as well, one engineer as well, politician, policeman, and there are so many other professions which are available in the market. So a single teacher can create all the professions in the one classroom. That's why he is called a nation builder. So when we are talking about nation building, so there are so many, the area is very wide to talk about, but today we are going to share with you two innovative ideas which gives all nation building, which students can help to build a nation in different aspects. So today we are going to talk about some awareness, positive, holistic learning environment in the classrooms. So how students can be aware. So it's a very simple logic. If our students are not aware enough how they are going to be developed or how they are going to develop the country. So all the students should be much aware about the things which happens in the market, in the society, or when they go to meet people, when they start something new. Like if a student is doing a business, it means he is building a nation. If he is doing a government job, if he is giving his service to government people or the people of the country, it means he is building the nation. So anyhow, each and every person is contributing to build a nation. So how we can make it sure that students are aware what they do in their life, how it helps the country or their self improvement as well. Now, when we talk about the positive environment, so we all have to be positive. So when I say positive here, there are some people, they are most of the time, whenever we go and talk to them, they have negative point of view. For them, everything is impossible. For them, everything is so hard. So how we can make such a positive environment in a class and in the life of a student that he is always positive. He takes everything in a positive manner and he works good and he goes ahead always with the things. And when we talk about the holistic learning environment, how we can create such environment in our class, so the student who is present in the class, he develops in all the aspects of his life. Because there are many students, when they complete their schooling and their college, they have always one statement with them. I will not say this is a question. This is a direct statement that how I can use my study in my real life. Where will I use the mathematics? So such kind of statements, questions, people say it. So how we can answer these questions so students understand by themselves only that how they can use the learning in a good manner or building the nation. We'll talk about it. And And as we know that the modern era has different requirements in our life. As if we talk about before 10 years, the computer was not so much famous in the country. And if we talk about railways, when we used to go there for getting a ticket, we had to wait for at least 5 to 10 minutes to get one ticket. But right now, this is a digital era. Now computers are there. By computer, you can get just in 5 minutes your ticket. And when I say 5 minutes, you don't need to go sometime if you want to pick your ticket to the station as well, to the railway station. You don't need to go there. If you have computer, if you are digitally well aware, you can just book a ticket from your home as well. How computers have changed our life, we see that changes in all the companies. When we go all the areas, government offices, everywhere we find computers. Now what used to happen earlier, when we used to go to bank, so there was a person, he used to have register and write your name, and then he used to send money, and it used to take a lot of time. But right now we have computers in our banks as well. Just in 2 minutes they can give you money, they can transfer your money to any other state or country even. So we'll talk about this also, that how we can make our students aware about computers so they can use this knowledge in their self-learning. So let's talk about this digital learning and some other equipments as well. And when we are talking about digital, there is one more problem which has come ahead. And as digital learning is helping us to improve in life, but when we talk about at the same time, water level is going low day by day. So as we see, there are so many news reports that the water level is very low right now, and we need to take care of water when we are using it. But even though there are some people, when they start their motors, so they keep just wasting the water at the same time. So what can be the ways that all the students or teachers can use those ways to save the water and make as many as plants they can make, because we need plants also, and we cannot waste so much of water on plants even. So what ways we can find drip irrigation, if you know, we'll talk about that as well. So now first let's talk about this innovative idea, only drip irrigation through plastic bottles. So how we can use this plastic bottles to save plants, if we are not at home, and if we want to use the creativity of students by this innovative idea, we can do that so easily. And this idea can be beneficial for upper primary classes if you want to use this innovative idea. And I believe after listening to this innovative idea, you are going to implement this idea in your school at least once, and to see the benefits, how it really works. So what happens in this innovative idea? Teacher comes in the class with a plastic bottle. So if I talk about the plastic bottle, so as we know that plastic is very harmful for our society. So teacher comes with the plastic bottle in the classroom, and teacher asks all the students also to come with the plastic bottle in the classroom. For an example, if I talk about this plastic bottle, so I have this bottle right now, and what teachers can do, like for an example, one is this bottle which we use in our daily life, and the second is this, the normal bottle, which is very flexible and we can use it easily. If we go to use this bottle, it can be little hard to use, so we will prefer to use this bottle to implement this idea in a school. So what happens, so teacher asks all the students, if you have any empty bottle at your home, so what you are going to do, you all the students are going to bring that bottle to the school. So if we talk about such kind of bottles, so we have to buy such bottles to use that. So we are no, as we know, our program is ZIIEI, Zero Investment Innovation for Education Initiatives. So we are not going to spend any money. We are going to use resources which are available in the school or in the house only. So such bottles students bring in the school to master this skill in the classroom only. And after that, teacher shares with all the students that how drip irrigation works. So in this case, what happens, teacher takes the bottle and teacher goes to the area where plants are planted already. So then teacher asks all the students to take a screwdriver also, which can be available in the school, and make some very small holes in the bottle. Or it can be 5, 6 or 1 according to the place where we are keeping this bottle. So like one hole here, here, and one here as well. And we have to make such holes where the water flows gradually, very slowly, not in a very fast. If water comes very fast, it means and we have to come in every hour to see that. So we are going to use very such small holes that it takes a very less time to come out the water. So, and this idea can be implemented on the second Saturday or the last day of the month as we want to implement such ideas. So what happens this once all the holes are done, so teacher asks all the students to dig that and keep this bottle in that area in the soil. So once the bottle is there and this area is open, so teacher students keep water in that at least this much, and after that gradually the drop by drop it keep coming to the plant as per the need of the plant. The when plant needs a water, so it finds a way. So when the drop is coming from this, so plants will get that, and we will not waste a lot of water as well in such situations. So like this, all these students have to keep one at least one bottle with them, so they can do this activity in the classrooms only. So if you want to see that how it works, so there are some students they are implementing such ideas. You will see bottles also and the students also doing this drip irrigation. You see that there is a bottle and students are sitting and they are doing such activities in the school. So the name of the teacher is Datta Prasad, and Datta Prasad sir is from Goa, South Goa. And so this is how the students implement such ideas in the classroom, or not in the classroom, in the school campus. And once this idea is implemented, students also see that how they can use this drip irrigation in their house as well. As we know that we need plants, and as many as plants we have, we can save the environment, we can save the atmosphere, which is getting hotter every day. For one data, if I share with you, the temperature of our Earth has increased 2% in last 100 years. The number is very much high. Because of that, so many glaciers are there, which is getting melt every day. So how we can grow we can grow plants, and we can save our atmosphere. We can stop the climate change as well by this small activity. If this small activity is done in every school or in houses, it will take a very big movement, and it can help a lot of in this can help environment in a lot of aspects areas. So this is how we implement such idea in our classroom or in the school campus or in our house as well. So students, once they learn it in the school, in the classroom or in the school campus, this activity, they never forget this, that how they can do this. Because there are such areas where the water is, we don't get water like easily. If we go to Rajasthan, there are such areas. If we talk about MP, Chhattisgarh, we will find so many areas where getting water is so hard. So by this drip irrigation, we can do this activity, and we don't need to waste a lot of water as well to just plant a tree. Because there are so many people, they have always some complaints that we want to plant a lot of trees, but what we can do in such situations, because we don't have water service in that. So this activity can be is beneficial for them. So I would request you to at least try once. If you see the good benefits, then you can share with other people also in the community. So when we are talking about this, and we were talking about the digital era, how digital learning and digital life has changed the life of everybody in the world. So the computer plays very important role in this. If we are doing this live session today with you, so this is being done by the help of computer only. If we talk about any so many works, Excel, making sheets, which used to take a lot of weeks also, it can how we can help this. So when we talk about this, so there are so many areas in the villages, or there are so many areas in the states, in different states, which are from far from the cities. In those areas, we see that students do not have any knowledge about the computer. They always face such problems in the classroom, that when they complete their schooling, when they go for getting job, when they go for when they go for building the nation, I will say, for giving service to the country, at that time they face a lot of problem, because of they don't have any information about computer. So how students are going to learn about it? Let's talk about this. As I shared with you the need of the computer, and how the world is growing digitally every day. Even mobile phones are working well, and computers are working well. So now let's go to our activity and let's understand the implementation of this activity. So this idea is being done in three ways. The first is visual learning. So when we talk about the visual learning, so as I shared with you yesterday also how visual learning works. So in this activity, what happens? So there is a teacher and teacher wants to share the information with all the students that what are the parts of any computer, what are the equipments which we can use, accessories which are available with the computer. So all the students have such information first to go to use the laptop. So teacher takes help of visual learning in this. So what teacher does? So teacher comes in the classroom and teachers start showing some pictures. So after coming in the class, the teachers have some pictures of all the accessories which are related to the computer. So what happens in this? For an example, if we want to tell our students that what is called a monitor. So if we say that if we tell them normally the monitor looks like this, like a TV, like this, so they can face like they will think that how the TV and monitor, what is the difference then? So teacher comes with with one image in the classroom and teacher shows to every student that this is a monitor and there are some differences between TV and monitor. So TVs have very less pixels when they show the video or anything, any picture to you, but monitors are especially used with computer only because those have more pixels, those harms. The blue light is very less in the monitor, it harms your eyes very less. You can sit close to the monitor, but we cannot sit close to the TV. So we see such situations in our life. So we can share with our students in that. And when then we share the mouse, we show the mouse. So this is how mouse looks like. And in the mouse only, there are two buttons, scroll buttons are there. This is the left. The work of left button is to select something. The right button is to open more options about any folders. Or the scroll button is also there to do up and down. And when we talk about the keyboard, if you see the keyboard for the first time in your life, that will look so hard for the student. They will get confused that what is this and how we will understand this. So the teacher shows the picture of the keyboard, tells that there are 105 buttons in any keyboard and what are the works of the keyboard. We'll talk about this, that how we can teach the word the commands of the buttons. We will talk about this also. And we are talking about right now visual learning. Then teacher shows the UPS, CPU, and all the accessories, all the objects which are available with the computer. After sharing this, students have one image or one idea in their mind that this is how computer looks like, and this is how we can use the computer in our daily life. So now this is the time where students they know about the computers accessories which are used with the computer. Now the next thing is commands, that how we are going to use this computer, what is the work of the computer. So we have to tell the importance of this as well. So here teacher plays one activity in the classroom. So what teacher does in this? So teacher plays an activity like teacher comes in the classroom and teacher says to students, we are going to learn about some buttons in our classrooms today about the keyboard, because we are not going to tell every day all the buttons in the same day. So students will get so much confused. They will not understand what teacher is saying. So what teacher comes in the classroom and teacher says that today we will learn about the back button and the delete button and the arrow buttons also. So for an example, if teacher wants to tell the command generally about the back button, so teacher says that what is the spelling of cat, everyone? So students say that CAT, cat, this is the spelling of cat. So teacher asks all the students to come in the front and teacher says that now you all students come here and make the sequence of cat. So here students will see a cat, they will stand. So this is the back button, and the work of back button is once we press with the cursor, the back button, one word removes one time. The second time we'll press the second. So if we want to remove cat, T from the cat, what will we do? We'll from the cursor, we'll press the back button, or we will use the finger to do the back button. So like this, so the T will remove from the place. So this is how we'll use the back button. And delete is when we want to remove anything from our computer, so we use delete button. So like this we can teach our commands also. So now students have some more knowledge. Still, they don't know so much about the computer. They have some of the knowledge about this, that how we can use buttons or in the computer of that. So now the next and last step is the teacher takes everybody to the site visit, all the students. If computers are available in our classroom only, so teacher takes them to computer room and shows how real computer looks like and ask them to use that and do their hands on that computer. If computers are not available in the school, so teacher takes them to some places like student teacher can take students to the Daghar or the railway stations or the banks. So teacher takes them and shows that how people are working on the computers so fast, everybody is working and work is being done so smoothly. So teacher shares with each and every student this information, that how everybody is coming and they are doing working, and so they see that and they understand that how computer is informative, and they have more, they get interest to learn about the computer, to understand the computer, so they have courage to learn it. Otherwise sometimes people or the students understand that what is the use of computer, if I learn nothing is going to happen, so they skip that. So students are not going to skip anymore the computer, because teacher has generated the interest in the student by the three ways. So this is how we implement such this idea in our in our school and our classroom. So now this was the end of the session. And if you have any question or you're watching me on the Facebook, so you can ask me at the when you are if you're watching me later on when we are not even live. So you can ask me at the same time also. I will try to answer your question in my next video as soon as possible. So again, I'm sharing with you the name of the teachers of all the in these innovative ideas which the teachers have given. As every day I share with you, so they should be also known with their idea. So Edma ma'am is there from South Goa, and Datta Prasad sir, Suresh Ram, Aparna Kishore, and they are from South Goa. So these are the teachers who have shared their innovative idea with us. So teachers, this was for this end of this video, and I believe that you are going to implement this idea in your school or in the classroom. So let's meet tomorrow with another case study of another state. Till then, have a great day. Bye-bye.